Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome to Sports Orbit, reaching you from Leadership TV. My name is Afa Acho. Salifu Usman is right here at me. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit.
Yeah, thank you, Alpha.
And how was the election weekend?
What? We are still result is some
Yes.
result is being announced, and we are still awaiting for the final result to be announced. But however, sport must go on.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and we begin straight from the 2023 under 20 AFCON currently going on in Egypt, where Uganda coach Mayanja said his team is ready for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. He said he's actually looking forward to his side's quarterfinal clash against the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. Recall that the Hippos finished top of Group B with 5 points from 3 games. Mayanja's side will confront Nigeria's Flying Eagles at the Suez Canal Stadium on Thursday. He said this tournament is a bit tricky, but this is the game we had to get a result because I also rested my key players because I trust every player. Since that we have qualified now, we are planning for the next one so that we can qualify for the next stage. So Nigeria against all odds, considering how they started against Senegal, uh, at a point it was looking like, we might struggle to make it to the quarterfinals, but they are winning the quarterfinal going up against Uganda. And if we all know that if we overcome this Ugandan test, we're in the semi-final and automatically in the under 20 World Cup. But Uganda said they are also ready for this Flying Eagles test.
Yes, of course, I don't think he needs to declare it to anybody to know that they are ready. For them to have scaled through their group stage to get to the quarterfinal is a big achievement, and I think the next target for them is to get. They also wanted to go to the World Cup, which is the ultimate. Every team for reach their competitions has a vision of progressing to the quarterfinal, which is number one. And now they are after reaching the quarterfinal. Your next target now is to get to the semi-final. You get to the semi-final, your ultimate target is to get to the World Cup. And no matter how anybody, but when they get to the pitch on Thursday, I think everybody will do the talking on the pitch. And I believe Ladan Bosu and his boy have the chance to give Nigeria a World Cup ticket. And despite not too well starting losing their opening match to Senegal, and then bounce back and get a crucial victory against the host, and then wrap it up against the Mozambique 2-0 in their final group match on Friday. Now, the target now, and to achieve their first target, which is to qualify for the World Cup, they have Uganda to contend with, which they must pass Uganda if they must go to the World Cup. And I think no matter how the Uganda say they are ready, or no matter the talk they are talking, I believe Nigeria have forced a stake to confront the Uganda, and if the match is to be played by on the paper, I think we have a better chance against Uganda. But we have not to sound confident that we should order the Uganda side. But I believe that Ladan Bus and his boy know what is stake, but know what is at stake in this game.
Yeah, clearly, and of course, and he said, the Flying Eagles coach Ladan Boso, just like Salif said, also he too has expressed his satisfaction at his team's triumph against Mozambique, and clearly he has also said that we are in Egypt for real business. The Nigerian under-20 squad, like we said, in spite of the bad start to the competition, but have eventually found their rhythm and are now primed for the quarter-final match against Uganda. Now away from that, now to some basketball news where the Tigers, Nigeria's senior men's basketball team, missed out of qualification for the 2023 FIBA World Cup after losing to Angola on Sunday. The Tigers, who went into the game on the back of victories against Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea, needed to beat Angola and hope Cape Verde lost Cote d'Ivoire. However, things did not go as planned as Cape Verde beat Cote d'Ivoire and the Tigers went down 65-69. In the final Group E standing, Cote d'Ivoire finished top, while Angolans were runners-up and Cape Verde third, and all three qualified for the World Cup. For the Tigers, they placed fourth in the competition, and as it is, Nigeria will miss out on the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualification ticket, which is a sad one, really.
Yeah, it's a sad one indeed, and a great setback for our basketball. And I see this one as a fallout of the long crisis that we have witnessed in the basketball. We have made a steady progress in the game of basketball, but it appeared that all the progress we were now dwindling back, and missing the qualification to the World Cup is a great setback, and we hope, but we shouldn't allow this one to dampen our spirit. I urge whoever are in charge of the basketball to look this as one of the things and as one of the pride you have to play for your I no go agree. And but now that it appears there's a relative peace, if there's a peace at all, I think they need to put their hands together, and if whoever any agree person and whoever in field is in China to carry everybody along and ensure that we have a united family, because we have divided against itself and never function
Exactly.
and never work proper and cannot achieve anything. And if we must achieve and get a progress to on. But if you look at it generally, apart from the Tigers, even the Tigers women, the women team, it's not also not looking good. Remember, we are not going to the World Cup. That's why we qualify for the World Cup. We are not going to participate in the World Cup. And as it is now, I think it's like I said, everything is being turned upside down. But however, one greatest thing I will take from this team that went for the qualifiers is the fact that 90% of the teams are home-based players. To me, yes, we may not have paid the ticket, but I think to me it's another another things we have to take it there. The great resources that we have to take it, unlike what we need to have in the past, having the diaspora player play for us. At least we're now having the team. The fact that even though this, if you look at even the defeat between them and Angola is very narrow, and winning that much, I think we can build, we can take that one as an achievement, and we can build on that one.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, completely agree with you. Well, I hope they try next time around. Now, to some other news where Rivers United have actually gone on top of their CAF Confederation Cup group on Sunday after beating DC Mutema Pembe of the Democratic Republic of Congo 1-0. It was in an away match, very, very crucial one. You know, for me, I mean, Rivers United coming back strong, really showing that, look, these are Nigerian champions. For Rivers United to started the competition, with a heavy 3-0 defeat away, came back home against Mimosas, defeated Mimosas, now going away to, record this crucial victory. This is really, really a good one. And currently, as it stands, they are on top of their group. And they are waiting to host Mopembe sometime on the 8th of March, and which hopefully they should be able to do a double.
Yeah, I hope so. And ordinarily, if you get the victory away, you expect that they're coming back home, but it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
But they need to get their homework, and they should allow the victory away to get into their head. But the fact that we congratulate River United, at least to preserve Nigerian pride, at least they have saved us from some of embarrassment, having our team crashing out in all competitions. Remember, River United draw from CAF Champions League to the CAF Confederation Cup. But the fact that here they get the draw and trying to maintain some sanity within the Confederation Cup is a good. Even progressing to the group stage is another progress. We urge the team and urge the Ogunle side to maintain the tempo and never to allow this to draw. We hope that they will qualify for the semi-final of the competition and probably be the first African Nigerian side to win the cup in the recent time. And but one thing is that, just like we say, starting on a bad note and now they'll be able to recover, and then now they're topping the group, beating the Congolese side. It's not a mere feat, and we commend the team and they should ensure that they build on this progress.
But I mean, looking at Rivers United, do you think the Nigerian team, I think, has never won this competition before? At least in recent times, except maybe when it used to be called. The name they used to call it then, when I remember BCC Lions won it one time. But they are hoping that they are going to go all the way. Do you really think Rivers United have what it takes to go all the way?
Yeah,
considering the other teams who are also in this competition.
I think Rivers United should have what it takes. We're talking about Nigerian champion.
Yeah.
So should have what it takes to emerge victorious. I have no any doubt in my mind that giving them all the support and giving them all the necessary things based on the way they are playing, and I should, just like I said, they should maintain this momentum and they should allow this to get into their head. But sometimes, when you lose the first match, it could be a blessing in disguise. That defeat in the first match have opened their eye, and we hope that they continue to maintain this momentum. But one thing I believe Rivers United have force at stake. to win the cup competition. It shouldn't be a big deal for African Nigerian champion to win a African Cup competition. That is even the second taste of the cup continental cup.
Yeah. All right. We wish them well as they continue their quest for glory. Now, to some other news, of course, Mario Balotelli is once again causing trouble. As they say, it could be set for another move soon as FC Sion fans burned his jersey in the stands after a defeat to San Gallo. The former Italy international has been through numerous clubs and countries in his career, never able to settle down in any of them. He left Dana Demirspor FC of Sion in August 2022, so far scoring 5 goals in 12 Swiss Super League appearances. However, there was tension after a humiliating 4-0 home defeat to San Gallo on Saturday, which left them in penultimate place. Some fans were so furious with the team, and especially with Mario, that they set fire to his jersey and hung it up on the railings of the stands. Although Balotelli has scored 5 goals for FC Sion, 3 of them were penalty kicks, and he has also received 6 yellow cards so far. There were also insulting chants when the Italian was substituted, accusing him of not sweating for the club. So for Balotelli, it looked like trouble follows him everywhere he goes, from England to...
instead of the coach to take the bruises for the defeat of the team. So this is another thing. So it's now only Balotelli, who is just one player out of 11 players on the pitch.
No, maybe it could be that while he was on the pitch, maybe the fans didn't see him maybe being serious, or sometimes it can be
missing crucial
chances. Yeah.
But one thing is that Balotelli, one thing about Balotelli is that anywhere he always on the wrong side of the news.
Yeah.
And just like you said you say he has moved from several clubs. Even when Balotelli was at his high peak, we hardly see him settle down. You remember his kind of scenarios. When he came to Man City, he couldn't stay there. AC Milan. One of the coaches that shows too much faith in Balotelli is Martini.
Yeah.
So despite that, bring him to the Man City, but still, even at the national team, the same team. So I think Balotelli has gone beyond. It appears that he can never take advice from anyone again, but that is his makeup, and it appears that he cannot. It's just as one cannot run away from his shadow. So
and this was a player, coming up then. A fantastic player,
very talented by all standards. But it's his own great deal.
Exactly, disciplinary issues here and there have not really allowed him to fulfill his potential. Yeah, in fact, I was even surprised to know that. I thought maybe he has even retired from football. Not to know that he's at FC Sion, that's a club in Switzerland. You can imagine that, and still, even at Switzerland, still one problem after the other. Anyway, we'll go on a quick break and then we'll come back. Sport Orbit continues. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Right, welcome back from that break. Down to some transfer news where Barcelona are currently have been linked to Marcus Thuram. to make a summer transfer to the Catalan side. The 25-year-old has impressed in the Bundesliga this season with 11 goals and 3 assists in 21 matches. Thuram's contract at German outfit Borussia Mönchengladbach expires at the end of the season, and he's set to become a free agent. That's according to Mundo Deportivo. The Catalans are said to be huge admirers of Thuram's profile as well as his versatility. He has also been linked to PSG, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, Manchester United, and Inter Milan. So far, he has scored 14 goals in 23 games across all competitions for Mönchengladbach. I mean, also impressive for at the World Cup for the French team, and incidentally also a son of French legend Lilian Thuram, and also doing great things. I mean, a move to Barca might not be bad for him.
Yeah, fantastic players, and he appeared to have taken after his father.
Yeah.
And he has been fantastic for the German side this season. And just like say, apart from Barcelona and other clubs that you mentioned, they had a whole lot of
clubs. Usually, once you are a good player,
and definitely from it appeared that it's obviously setting that by summer he has to move from the German side.
Yeah,
because if anything is going by the others of the club who have anything try to follow him up. So definitely, I see him moving. I don't know which side he may eventually move to, but he eventually have to move to the German side, who are not even the top club in the German side.
Yeah. And I mean, talking about the German club, it's interesting to know that Borussia Dortmund are currently on top of the German league with 3 points above Bayern. So it's looking like, this season, that balance of power going for their 9th straight title, but Borussia Dortmund has other plans. I thought Union Berlin would have toppled them, but
Union Berlin they have been neck to neck.
But Borussia Dortmund currently on top.
But it's still very a distance race.
Yeah.
They still have a chance to bounce back. But let's say it's just 3 points. It's not yet to see that it will be whole for Borussia Dortmund. But the fact that between the Union Berlin and Bayern and Borussia Dortmund, all of them are potential title contender.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. But one thing is that the dominance of Bayern Munich has been cut short.
Exactly. And well, could it be that as the loss of Lewandowski has dried up the goals? Don't forget, anyway, to some extent, Manitou has been out for 3 months. Exactly. So not recognize a striker to get the goals. Really, and of course, even in the Italian league, also once again, Man was on target once again in their lead over Empoli. It was, and that has taken them to 18 points at the top of the league, and his goal tally to 19 goals this season.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I was trying to check the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or ranking stand. Osimhen is currently seventh on the log.
Yeah.
Messi still maintain the first position, followed by Kylian Mbappe, then followed by Haaland, then followed by Rashford and Vinicius Juniors just break into the top 5. So I forget Rashford is on the number 4 rank, then Vinicius on number 7, but this 50th, I can't call the 50th on the position, then followed by Osimhen, and then down the line. So what I'm trying to bring that if Osimhen maintain this consistency, so I would definitely see him being mentioned for the Ballon d'Or of the Year award. And obviously, if you look at the striking powers in the team in the European League, Osimhen is one of the best strikers this season in the European League. I'm talking about generally. So and everything Napoli is doing this season, you attribute it to Osimhen's outstanding performance. And we hope that if by the special grace of God, the event are going to happen. If Napoli after 33 years or 30 years plays the late title, just like Diego Maradona was a legend, in the Napoli, Osimhen because I'm one of the legends in Napoli. History will be fair. History of Napoli will be fair to Osimhen anytime Napoli will be mentioned.
And most likely he should win the African Player of the Year. Well, it's hands down because right now there's no African player who current form is as hot as Osimhen.
Well, we are here to see anybody that will challenge him for that this season.
Completely.
We can only pray that he stay fit,
fitness,
and maintain this consistency at the end of the season.
And especially no Nigerian player has won that. I think the last time was
Kanu,
right?
Kanu in the last 23 years, no African player has won it. So, and we hope that Osimhen will bring that juice again after many years long time.
Right to some other news for, of course, most Manchester United fans. I'm sure this should be some happy times, as after 6 years United were able to, lay their hands once again on silverware, this time the Carabao Cup, where they actually defeated Newcastle United yesterday 2-0 in that one. Goals from Casemiro and Rashford ensured that the Red Devils, won their first trophy since 2017 after they won the Europa League and the Carabao Cup that year. But under Jose Mourinho, and since then, exactly, and after they had to take Ten Hag once again, whom, for some of us, when he was coming to United, felt he was, the perfect fit, even though some United fans had said, no, he's coming from the Dutch league, they prefer Pochettino. But some of us, I felt, looking from what he has done at Ajax, the way he plays the football and his tactical, knowledge of the game, I think United made the right choice, and it's already paying off. And don't forget that, technically United are still in 3 other competitions.
Yeah, United, most of the United fans are because they are going to win the cup from this season.
Yeah,
and they are still
what Liverpool couldn't do last season.
So,
United
they are still
hoping
now one down.
Yeah, 3 more to go.
3 more to go. But it's going to be a very tough one.
Yeah, very tough.
But
to win 4 cups.
But one thing is that they are still in 3 more competition, and they have a chance. They all still have a chance to claim the title. So congratulations to Ten Hag, and what a way to start in the first season, first season in the club, and then win a title in the first season. I think that's a big feat.
Yeah.
And that is a big club. It's a big club, not just in APL, in Europe.
Yeah.
And it's like they're matching their winning potential. And congratulations to them. And we are where to see. Most importantly, one thing that is more important about Mayu this season, and one thing I'm so special happy about. I'm not a Mayu fans. But what I'm so specific about is the resurgence of Rashford.
Yes.
Since the edges of Ronaldo's, it's like Ronaldo was just shading him away. But since Ronaldo, Rashford has completed to a different striker, scoring goal in every matches. And I'm not surprised that his ranking has been increased now.
Exactly.
On the power ranking of the Ballon d'Or. Congratulations to Rashford and the entire Mayu fans.
All right, so some EPL news. While congratulations are pouring in for United. For the Blues, you can't say the same thing as yesterday. Once again, in a London derby, they fell 2-0 against Spurs in that one. For Tottenham, who even haven't, been consistent this season, beating Chelsea once again 2-0, and exactly even without Conte by the on the sidelines. I mean, for Chelsea, the problems looks like it keeps compounding. Just when you hope that by this coming match Chelsea will get it right, and they keep sinking deeper and deeper. And some are still saying, let's still give Potter a chance to prove himself. But I don't know, Salifu.
Well, even Potter himself has admitted that he can no longer rely on the support.
No, because I'm sure he should be. He knows that anything can happen anytime soon.
I think he has overstayed his welcome. Absolutely 10 months without a victory.
Incredible for a Chelsea side.
Chelsea club, not just a minor club. A club that spent £3 million within just the January and since that January, win a single match. No,
what do you think could be the problem with all these players? Is Potter not being able to get the best out of them? And for me, I had made some excuses for him. That look, a lot of these players were brought in by the club chairman. Not him really saying, okay, these are the players I need. I think the chairman thinks, okay, I have some money to spend. So any big player he hears of, especially when rival clubs are going for it, Chelsea goes throw big money and snatch him away. And now Potter is having a hard time to really mix them up.
Yeah, including me as well. I also question the way Chelsea when money spread to buy anybody that is available in the market. In as much as Chelsea go for what they want, not do what they need. But the obvious thing is that you can't give, in as much as we are putting the excuse for Potter, but I see that Potter tactical know-how is being questioned here.
Very well.
He don't know how to manage this player. And even though this player were being pushed by the owners of the club and without even him directly make suggestions that this is a player I need. But if Potter is a better coach,
manager,
he's a good manager of minor personnel, you should know how to make use of these players. But these players that were brought are not just a minor player, are key players who are a star on their own, who can make a difference. But it's like he appears like he don't know how to use this player. I trust me. If another coach come in now, definitely you begin to see this player perfect function properly. And it's earlier Chelsea does that now will save them. If not, I will not be surprised if Chelsea going to begin to swing him, drop that into the relegation zone, and they have to take a very crucial decision now before the thing gets worse.
All right, quickly we'll take a look at some EPL matches that went down during the weekend. For Arsenal, a hard-fought victory against Leicester City, 1-0 ended, but they are still maintaining their grip on the top of the table, while, of course, Man City also victorious over the weekend in second place with 55 points. United still in third, have a game in hand due to their involvement with the Carabao Cup. Then Spurs, surprisingly, are now firmly in the number 4 position, although Newcastle has 2 outstanding matches to play. Then Fulham, surprisingly, 6th. Liverpool, 7th, moved up a bit. Chelsea languishing in the 10th position, while Southampton still at the bottom of the table, where we have our man who so far hasn't been able to register a goal yet. Then Bournemouth are there too. Then Everton still struggling, but not quite completely out of the wood yet.
Yeah, Southampton, after beating Chelsea in the previous week, I believe that they will begin to beat on that, suffer another defeat to Leeds United, and then that will still keep them in the bottom position. And for Arsenal, where it was a hard victory for Arsenal, a strong heart to get that victory. Arsenal fans were happy that they escape being dropping another point. If not, Man City would have held them that game to its goal draw, but they were lucky that they escaped it. Man City bounced back to their winning style, beating Bournemouth 4-1 away, and fantastic result for them. And then Tottenham, just like we are saying, bounce back to the top position, courtesy of the victory against Chelsea. It's like Newcastle, despite after showing some promising signs, they begin to go down to where they belong.
Of course. It's not easy to.
Well, they still have too much in hand. And if the widow smash it, that will still take them back to the top position. But it's like they begin dropping down to their normal positions where they are. The surprising thing is that in the top 10 is Fulham and Brentford, who are surprisingly Brentford, even Brighton, who are within the top 10 positions against other teams, the regular people who are normally occupy that position. But one thing that let's see how it's good. The season is still very open. This is just week 55. So some clubs still have match in hand. Arsenal has still have a match in hand. Manchester United still have a match in hand, and several other clubs still have a match in hand. But with that 50, let's say 54 and 55, they still have about 14 matches and 30 matches to go, which is still a very big one. Anything can still change.
Very well.
We are talking about 13 matches. We are talking ultimately about 36 points or 39 points.
So it's still a whole lot
to grab to fight for. So it's still a whole lot to cut the short by now. So anything, whatever position you are maintaining now, you still have a chance to change the situation. Even the stars that are in the bottom position still have a chance to salvage their campaign and then maintain their league position. So all you need to do is just be everything that was just like I advised earlier. I'm not a sensitive fan, but I advise them they should have to take a decision now before it become too late.
All right, with that, we draw the curtains on today's episode of Sports Orbit. Tomorrow we'll be back with another fresh and exciting edition of the program. Do join us once again tomorrow, 4 p.m. for another edition of Sports Orbit. Salifu, thank you once again for being in the studio on this Monday edition of the program.
Thank you.
All right, until we come your way tomorrow again, do stay safe out there. My name is Alpha Joe, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-61 58. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.